I'm Jay Cashmere live at the Palm Beach County Courthouse where breaking news developing in the case against John Goodman. A jury has been selected in this case. Right now, all 37 potential jurors are being brought into a courtroom right now. They will be handpicked. The selected ones that will sit on this case are going to be addressed. They'll be picked out, of course, 6 men or women and 2 alternates. We also have another development in this case, a change of venue request that came from the defense. Once again, denied. The defense came to the table, wanted a change of venue. It was just denied. Michelle Suskauer, we want to bring her in, our legal analyst. This just developing right now. Huge development right now in this case. We have a jury. We saw the intense questioning today, all those indicators of what could possibly come up. Let's expound on that. The concussion, the brain injuries, all that. Big evidence, right?
Right, because you really can tell a lot about where a defense is going to go in the questions that they're asking. And one of the questions was about a concussion, the jurors' experience with concussions.
All of those are key indicators that will be a big factor when testimony comes up next week, presumably right now on Tuesday. Another big selection here is we're going to find out in just a few minutes whether the ratio, men versus women, how will that dictate?
And they seated them. I mean, unbelievable. Roy Black said it was going to happen by 5:30, happened before 5:30, but they did do a motion to renew a change of venue motion, and the judge denied that.
How big is that now? Obviously, they are still holding firm that they can't get an impartial jury here in Palm Beach County, right?
That's right. They really believe that, given the pretrial publicity, given what they consider to be the circus atmosphere outside the courthouse, which we can sort of hear. They're saying that this is impossible for this jury to actually be fair in this particular case, and they needed to do that for appellate purposes. If Mr. Goodman is found guilty, this is one of the issues, that the venue should have been changed in this case.
Big, important component that just came down. Another thing that we saw when you and I were in the courtroom about an hour ago, the judge actually brought up a piece of evidence. It was a Facebook from a potential juror last night that they posted on their Facebook page. That alludes to the huge fact this jury will not be sequestered, and it really, as you indicated, it's going to be impossible for them to avoid hearing or reading about this case.
Right. And, you know, we talked about that yesterday. We said, should this jury be sequestered in this case? Because how can they avoid the Facebook and the Twitter and the TV and the radio and the newspaper? I mean, it's very challenging for them, and you know, their feelings that they have to let everyone know where they are. And so obviously what the defense did in this case is they were doing their research on this jury. Both sides were. And so they looked up. Do they have Facebooks? Were they posting? Were they, posting in contradiction of what the judge was saying? And obviously one of them did.
A lot of intense scrutiny right now, both inside the courtroom and outside on social media. Michelle, thank you very much.
Sure, my pleasure.
Again, a huge development in this case. The jury has been picked. 6 men or women and 2 alternates have just been picked in the case against John Goodman. We'll have much more on this breaking news straight ahead. Back to the studio.
Jay, thank